Yo, 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 what is up? What is up? It's E, and I am back. Welcome back to the 72 Seconds Sports Podcast Show with me and Coach Donte. What is going on?
Man, and what's going on, Key? Man, shout out to everybody. My boy Logan, I know you depressed right now. As a Giant fan, I will be too depressed. Having Melvin going running up over your defensive line too, and you having four jerseys behind them. Shout out to Swavy Gang. Shout out to Sack Pod. Shout out to everybody, man. Greeny Sports. Shout out. But I'm happy to be here, man. Awesome week two. Awesome week one. I'm ready to get week two started already, man. So let's get right into it. I had a great week, man. I had some great sleep. Oh my God, that's awesome, Keith. I'm ready to get started.
Yo, what's going on,
What?
Keith? What's going on, Uncensored? What's going on, Jamar Games? We are live on the Facebook of Coach Donte and also the Philly Talk with Key as well. Facebook. We're live on Spotlight Sports Network, Facebook, and YouTube, and all of us as well. Make sure you check out the link. It's in the description. Instant week one. We're gonna go
Yep.
over week one and week two. Our picks and predictions for week two. It's gonna be a jam-packed show with the hottest topics in 7,200 seconds. In 2 hours, if y'all don't know, that's what 72 seconds, 7,200 seconds is. Well, let's get right into the game week one. Let's talk about last night's game with the Baltimore Ravens against the Las Vegas Raiders. Think about that game last night. The Raiders ended up pulling up that game off. That was a good Monday night game.
I mean, that was an awesome game. That was an awesome game last night. Like I say, everybody say Lamar Jackson can't throw in the pocket. To me, he just need improvement in the pocket. He just need to work. I'm not gonna say he cannot throw in the pocket. He just need work in the pocket. He went 19 from 30, but the cost the game was the two fumbles that he had. One when they were driving down the field at the end of the when they were driving down the field, getting ready to put Tucker in a position to kick a field goal. He fumbled the ball. Then he also fumbled the ball. I believe a couple of possessions before that. But I thought he did. He handled himself pretty well. Thought he handled himself pretty well. He went 19 from 30, so he just need improvement. But he has to still prove that he can beat people in the pocket. He did kill him running the football last night, but the two turnovers, man. Hey, man, the two turnovers that he had was unacceptable. You got to protect the football while you're running. That's why you always talk if you're a quarterback to slide on the ground and give credit to Oakland. They did apply pressure, a lot of pressure on him. Max Crosby. They did. I mean, Agakwe. They heated him up really good. Times they got out, they got to him, and like I say, Oakland was hitting last night, so I got to give them credit. Even though the game almost got away from them when Derek Carr threw that interception, but the ball, you can see the ball hit off of Elliot's helmet and went straight through and went straight. And but that could have been terrible. But like I said, I got to give Oakland credit, defense credit. They played hard, they fought hard, but. Like I say, Lamar Jackson got to improve on these turnovers. He had two fumbles, and one of them cost him the game.
Definitely. Let's go through these stats. What's going on? Issues? No, definitely the Raiders came to play last night, especially that defense put pressure on Lamar Jackson, knowing he can't really throw in the pocket. He got to use his legs at times. He did get off some good runs, but no, but the man of the hour on the defensive side of the ball for the Raiders definitely was Max Crosby.
Yeah.
He was everywhere last night. Max Crosby actually he had 6 tackles, 4 of them solo, and 2 sacks, and 4 QB rushes, 4 QB hits on Lamar Jackson. Carl Nesbitt actually was in there. You that defense came to play.
Mm-hmm.
It did come down to Derek Carr at the end. Everybody was giving Derek Carr slack. He can't do this, he can't do that. But he's two away from passing Matthew Stafford in most comeback games. I think he has 25 right now. So that comeback victory last night set up Zay Jones. That looked like last year when the Jets left Ruggs open. It looked like
Mm-hmm.
Greg Williams was calling that defense because Zay Jones is wide open. That was
Oh,
ridiculous.
yo. Hey, that was ridiculous. Yeah, that was. I'll say they brought the whole house on that play. They brought the whole defensive line. They brought everybody. And Zay Jones was wide open in that situation. I don't. There's no way you can do that like Greg Williams. You can't bring the whole house and blitz like that and give up a wide open touchdown. They did the same thing when I believe on a big play when the Ravens just got the lead, went down the football field, and Latavius Murray scored a touchdown. They did the same exact damn thing. Henry Ruggs one-on-one in coverage and catches the football. They brought the whole house on those two plays, and it eventually burnt them. But I'm not gonna blame injuries for the Ravens because they did compete. They did have a chance to win, but Lamar Jackson at the end of the day, two fumbles and the fumble at the end cost them. So I'm not gonna make any excuses for the Baltimore Ravens. The Raiders won that game defensively and offensively, and the Ravens still was in the game and had a shot to win until Lamar Jackson fumbled the football, which would have probably won them the game if Justin Tucker, one of the best kickers in the National Football League, would have came out there.
The only gripes I have about this Oakland game last night, because I did watch the whole game, was all them damn penalties they had. Oh my! Especially Alex Leatherwood at the one, which I thought Carr got in there. In my
Hmm.
opinion, I thought he got in there, and that
Hmm.
sneak, I thought he got in there. What's going on, Damien? But that, come on, that's a dumb false start as
Yeah.
a killer in anybody's drive and momentum. And right there, I think they could have won the game there. And then
Yep.
also, Derek Carr got to learn how to throw to other receivers besides Waller, because this just seems like every possession, every throw, it was Waller, it was Waller, it was Waller. He had 19. Oh, I know you smoking, Damien, with that comment. Waller had 19 targets last night, the highest of his career, and it was his birthday last night. Good to get a win on his birthday. But Waller had 10 catches, 105 yards, and that touchdown.
And I
But
thought what you call it played well too, man. Edwards, he made some big.
Edwards was clutch.
Edwards made some big catches last night. He made some
He was clutch in
clutch
the fourth
catches
quarter.
last night. Edwards, I gotta give a shout out to Edwards, man. He made some great, awesome catches last night, man. And that touchdown, I think before overtime when he just caught the ball. Well, that was a great catch, the one-handed catch
Yeah,
on the sideline, and a great adjustment to the football. I thought Brian Edwards made some awesome catches,
I think
unbelievable
if
plays in
if
that
he was a
game.
little if he did a little stretch and jump, then he probably would have got the end zone. The game would
Yeah,
have been over. But that was a hell of a catch, hell of a throw by Carr. But overall, again, this was a good team win, good
yeah,
fourth effort, down in the trenches. This is a Monday night game. This is football
yeah.
game I love to see.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like blowouts. I want to see
Uh-uh.
a hard compete game, and the Raiders in Baltimore definitely brought
Yeah.
it last
Oh,
night.
we oh we definitely saw a couple of them in week one, Key. We definitely saw a couple of them.
Yeah,
But like this one last night kind of stood out a little bit more than every week, every other one. Probably the Chiefs and Browns, right there. But this was definitely up there. They both fought their butt out, but the Raiders definitely impressed me with the defense, with the pressure they brought at Lamar Jackson, and he kind of melted. He kind of melted on them. But that's what you get when you just trying to run up out of the pocket. You always seem to tend to run right into the blitz most of the time. I mean, like I said, he just got to learn how to just stand there and look for open receivers more and just look at his progressions instead of just dropping back immediately and just trying to run up out and still trying to run up out of that right into the blitz. And I thought Oakland did a great job of putting that pressure and bringing it right up the middle, not on the edges, but they brought it right up the middle. And Max Crosby was able to eat last night.
definitely was. All right, so let's get on going all the way back to the Thursday night game. Them Dallas Cowboys against the Tampa Bay Bucks. We did see Tom Brady pull that game out. That was a good game as well.
Hmm.
I was like, man, if these Cowboys come back and win this game, I'm never going to hear the end of it. I'm never going to hear the end of it. But what did the Cowboys do? They left a minute and 24 seconds on the clock for Tom Brady. That is too much time for Tom Brady to come zooming down the field, and that's what he did. Those two straight passes to Grunk down the middle. Then he had to catch the Godwin, which, Cowboys fans, oh, it was a push off, offensive pass interference. He pushed. No, y'all need to be Greg. Y'all need to be blaming Greg Zerline on them field goals he missed.
Hmm. But
So,
like, it wasn't like the problem was. Like you can blame Greg Zerline, but the 61-yard field goal was not his fault. That was Mike McCarthy's fault. He missed an extra point and a 34-yard field goal. So I mean, you put him out there to make a 60-yard field goal. That was nowhere on Greg Zerline. That was definitely Mike McCarthy. He shouldn't have been out there kicking that football like that. But at the end of the day, that didn't kind of hurt him because Tom Brady, it was halftime, and I guess they were trying to put points on the board, and Tom Brady ended up throwing an interception on trying to make something happen. But first of all, that game shouldn't really been close. Tampa Bay made the game close. Leonard Fournette drops a screen pass that really should have been caught, and it went to an interception. Chris Godwin with the boneheaded fumble, where he probably should have went down. Then Chris Godwin was wide open over the middle, and he decides to drop the football. Mike Evans, I thought it was a piss poor effort by him on trying. It was a couple of plays like the Diggs play that went through his hands. Mike Evans should have came up and caught that football. He had a chance to come up and catch that football. And there was a couple of balls that Mike Evans should have caught that I thought he didn't get really no effort. Gronkowski had an awesome game. This Dallas defense is just the same old damn defense. Have not made no improvements on the defensive side of the ball. You got guys still getting beat by 15, 10 yards down the field as usual. I don't understand how you're going to win football games if you're giving up 30 points per game. And then Zeke Elliott had only 11 carries. I think 10 or 11 carries. He's not involvement in the offense. I guess they saw the way. I guess they saw the way the game was going, so they didn't feel great. They didn't feel great about that. I thought he should have got more opportunities, but 58 passes coming off an elbow issue and a broken ankle. That is a lot in your quarterback, man. That is a lot in your quarterback. But I'll say Tampa Bay definitely kept that game close. But that was an awesome game. But this Dallas defense is still the same old defense.
And Dallas does get Doug Martin back, but they lost Laura Collins for 5 games. So we'll see
Mm-hmm.
how that running game works next week. Then we got the Eagles and the Falcons. Great game by the Eagles. Jalen Hurts came out there, smacked the Atlanta Falcons around. Kyle Pitts couldn't get nothing off. Matt Ryan couldn't get nothing off. Defense for the Eagles stepped up and only held them to 2 field goals. Devontae Smith gets his first touchdown pass of the season. Gainwell gets a running his first receiving yards. And we've seen Jalen Rager. So Eagles did beat the Falcons 32-6. And then this game actually surprised me because I picked Buffalo 23-16. The Steelers pulled one out in that game. I think they had a blocked field goal and went up.
Yup.
Minnesota and the Bengals.
Oh my God, that bug killed me, man. Minnesota do that every single time too.
I'm not picking Minnesota no more in pick'ems. I don't care. I'm not picking Minnesota no more. So I'm done with picking Minnesota because every time I pick them, they lose.
That's how I was like with Atlanta. That's
they
just
win.
how. Yeah.
You know what? I'm not picking them no more. And I was like, they better not go in and tie. Because didn't the first game of the season last year, Minnesota tied with Green Bay?
Yep.
But Jamar Chase looked good out there with Joe Burrows hooking up from the LSU connection. One thing about the Bengals, they compete.
Yeah.
They compete.
They compete. They're gonna always compete, man. They were competitive last year. They were competitive last year in a lot of their football games with Joe Burrow. So Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase give this team a great future. And Joe Mixon had an awesome game as well, man. Joe Mixon was very good in that game as well. But Minnesota, like I say, they're frauds, man. They're a fraudulent football team. And that's just what it is. They're a fraud football team. Every time you expect them to win against a team that they don't supposed to be, they literally play down to a team level. That a team that had no offensive line, no good offensive line, and you just let Jamar Chase just go crazy, and you let Joe Burrow just get whatever the hell he want in Joe Mixon. Minnesota just a fraudulent football team.
And then we got the 49ers and the Lions, Joe. This game was a blowout. And then for some reason, I was looking, I was like, how did they come up with these 33 points? So the 49ers did lose Mostert for the year. They lost a cornerback as well. I forget his name, but they lost him too. So that kind of what happened. The Lions attacked the corner spot. So I thought they was going to pull it out. That would have been the upset of the week if they would have beat the 49ers. But the Niners pulled it out 41-33. But this was the game we was trying to figure out in the pregame show. the morning show, we said it could go either way. I wasn't expecting the Cardinals to beat the Texans like they did. The Cardinals beat the Titans like they did.
Yeah. I mean, like I say, I already knew the Titans didn't have a great defense. We all completely can say that. I knew that the Titans didn't have a great defense. They don't have a great secondary. But you're thinking this offense will put more points on the board. They would compete on offense, and it sure will. They couldn't. Chandler Jones had a field day. 5 sacks, 5 sacks, and a fumble on like I say, on Tannehill. This offense for the Tennessee Titans just did not show up. And Kyler Murray, DeAndre Hopkins had 2 touchdowns, I believe. One in the back of the end zone, and one when he did a little spin move and went right to the end zone. This game was surprising. This was my upset. This was my most disappointing team of the weekend right here. The Tennessee Titans. No lack of effort. No heart this game at all. Derrick Henry couldn't go off. Nothing went right this game for Tennessee. But like I said, again, I still got them winning the division. I think they're going to be fine. I think they're going to be straightened up. I think they're going to be good. But this is no doubt. This was no doubt an ass whooping of hell for Tennessee. They took.
Then I heard Mike Graver was cussing them out at the end of
Mm,
the getting in Julio Jones grill and everything. Hopefully they bounce back because that was just a sad performance by Tennessee.
yeah,
I wasn't expecting that. The Seahawks and the Colts, Tyler Lockett and Russell Wilson, one of the dangerous duos. You know, the Seahawks end up winning 28-16. This game was interesting too. The
yeah.
Chargers and Washington. Everybody's like, "Oh, Washington's going to win. It's this
I
defense."
had the Chargers. We picked the Chargers.
Washington's in trouble.
Yeah,
Washington's in trouble. Fitzpatrick's down with a hip injury.
a rib injury. Yeah,
He's down. I don't know why my dog is barking. He's down. So, but they already said that they're going to go with the QBs that they got before they go calling anybody. So it looked like Tyler Heineke's going to get the
yeah,
start. But the Chargers ended up coming back winning this game 20-16. But definitely Washington's in trouble. I'm not
yeah,
worried about Washington. Their defense you have to worry about, but it's like offensively they really nothing to be all scary about.
yeah.
You got the Panthers and the Jets. That was the revenge game for Sam Darnold. The Jets end up losing 14-19. And here go your squad. The Texans and the Jags. You called it 37-21. How'd you like that game?
Hey, I loved every bit of it, man. Like I said again, I want to thank everybody who doubted the Texans said they were going to go 0-17 this year. And like I say, Jaguars, 80% of the world had the Jaguars probably winning this football game. But these two teams, if you just actually look at it, they're evenly matched. But that on week one, they wasn't evenly. Texans were just a far better team week one. On week one, I thought Lovie Smith had a lot of mixed coverages on Trevor Lawrence, was really confused him. But if you got a rookie quarterback and you're driving down the field, you can't have drop passes like Chenault did. Like Chenault dropped a couple of wide open passes. You can't continue to have those drop passes. They had 6 penalties in the first half. They had about 4 drop passes, 2 3 and outs, which resulted in the Texans scoring. Tyrod Taylor looks absolutely phenomenal out there. Brandon Cooks made 2 unbelievable catches out there. When Tyrod Taylor one of them, he just heaved the ball, and Brandon Cooks just went over Jenkins, and he just went over both of those guys and caught that football. And David Johnson, all the running backs was in some great packages, and that offense fits right for Tyrod Taylor. And that offense was built around Tyrod Taylor's game, and Tim Kelly did a great job. Lovie Smith did an awesome job. I thought this defense. I didn't think this defense did well in the first half. I thought they played like garbage in the first half. When the Jaguars didn't have a holding penalty, when they didn't have a drop ball, they did whatever the hell they want in the first half. But in the second half, Lovie Smith made those adjustments. The secondary started playing great football. Justin Reed had an interception. Trevor Lawrence definitely looked like a rookie. He threw it right to Christian Kirksey. I don't know what he was looking at. And then Vernon Hargraves just baited him into an interception. So Urban Meyer, Trevor Lawrence, they got a lot of work to do. This team has a lot of work to do. And Jacksonville right now don't look good. The defense don't look good. And I was very impressed with this Texans team, and I'm very happy for Coach David Culley and see the smile on his face, but Lovie Smith has made an impact on how this defensive scheme played.
If Brandon Cook stay healthy, you think he still produce over 1,000 yards possibly?
Yep. When Brandon Cooks on the field, he's 1,000 yard receiver every single season. The numbers definitely does show that he's 1,000 yards receiver every season when he stays healthy and when he doesn't have concussions. He's 1,000 yard wide receiver every single season when healthy.
All right, and then we got the Chiefs and the Browns. The Chiefs almost lost this game. Chiefs had the Chiefs almost lost this game, but you can't count out Patrick Mahomes. Definitely, they did pull out that game 29-33. This was a good game too. The Dolphins in New England. The Dolphins ended up pulling that out 17-16. Jalen Waddle gets his first touchdown as well. Let's talk about this game. You talking about blowouts? Was not expecting this. Was not.
Oh my God! I know what game.
We got the Saints and the Green Bay Packers. So you mean to tell? So the game was in a neutral spot because of Hurricane Ida. Took precautions down in Louisiana.
Oh my God!
The Saints had a chip on their shoulder to play. They were like, we got to do this for the city of New Orleans. And y'all making with Jameis Winston looking like Tom Brady out there. 5 touchdowns Jameis threw. 38-3. That means Aaron Rodgers couldn't.
Oh my God!
Aaron Jones couldn't run. What was the difference maker here for in this game?
The Saints defense definitely they got after Aaron Rodgers. But like I said again, I said on many occasions the Saints are gonna be a good football team. They're gonna be a good football team. They're gonna have a winning record. But as far as in the NFC status, I don't know where they're gonna be. I'm kind of gonna be confused about them. But they show signs. The Saints are a good football team. They're a hard nosed physical football team. Adding Bradley Roby in a trade with my Houston Texans, that's definitely going to help them out. Give them an extra secondary piece that won a championship, that knows what he's doing, that can guard number one corners as well. That defense got after Karen Jordan, got after that whole defensive line. Davenport got after, man. Aaron Rodgers just looked like a puppet on a face. Every time he threw the ball, he would just seem like he was just lobbing the ball up every single time. When they were the time that they did drive, Aaron Rodgers runs up out of the pocket. He just flicks the football for an interception, and I'm like, what the hell? It looked like he was uncomfortable. It looked like he was disengaged. He wasn't fully engaged. And Aaron Jones couldn't run the football. Every time the Saints stop him, they're in the short field, and Jameis Winston the run game for the Saints played really great. I thought the run game in the Saints was very good, and Jameis Winston was able to finish off the drive. But like I said, I've seen him throw 5 touchdowns. I want to still see him more improve into the season, but this is a good start for Jameis Winston. And like I say, I have the Saints, like I say, with a winning record. I have them, they're going to compete for a playoff spot. And Sean Payton is the reason why I'm not sleeping on the Saints at all, why I think they're a good football team. Great offensive mind. This guy is just a great head coach, man. And Sean Payton is definitely going to be in the Hall of Fame. I love me some Sean Payton.
Yeah, he definitely turned the Saints team around, especially when Drew Brees came from the Chargers, and it was a done deal after that. Broncos and the Giants, of course, Danny Pennies couldn't get the job done. He's still fumbling, still turning over the ball. Y'all made Melvin Gordon. Y'all revived Melvin Gordon.
Yeah, I said that all day today. I just said that all day today, boy. Every Giants video, content creator, I just had to check on my boy Logan, man. And he was just in the chat, man. That man is so depressed right now about the Giants. I just had to check on him. I just got back to him, man. But I thought this Giants defense was elite. I just thought they were elite. Teddy Bridgewater had 264 passing yards. He was comfortable in the pocket besides 2 plays, and 1 play that he ran out of the pocket, that they flushed him out of the pocket. He still completed the pass, and the man still got in the end zone on that play. Melvin Gordon was revived. All I've seen Melvin Gordon running, I've just seen 3 blue jerseys running behind Melvin Gordon for a touchdown. That defense played atrocious yesterday. And really the score was 27-6. Daniel Jones got a touchdown in garbage time. So if they don't win Thursday, this Giants team is in trouble. No offensive line. Slayton, trash. Dropped two passes. Galladay was okay, but he needs to show up more if you're gonna be a number one receiver and get paid number one receiver money. Saquon Barkley doesn't look the same behind that offensive line. It's just the Giants right now. They're not looking so good. They're not looking good right now.
Man, the only one that was really balling was Sterling Shepard, 7 catches for 130
Mm-hmm.
yards and a touchdown. If Sterling Shepard can stay healthy, he's going to be a dangerous dude. But he can't stay healthy. Evan Ingram can't stay healthy. We don't know how the Giants is going to be. And then
Mm-hmm.
the last game of the night was the Bears and the Rams. We did see Justin Fields get his
Yeah.
first touchdown, but I don't know what's going on with Chicago and Nagy. I mean, Dalton wasn't getting it done. Why not bring Justin Fields? And you never know, he might have had a spark. Could have possibly brought the team back. What do you think about that game?
Oh man, I feel so sorry for Gooley, man. This man was depressed all night on the show. On the show, man. I mean, what more can you say, man? This secondary is their ass. This secondary is just terrible. They got an atrocious secondary. Matthew Stafford, they thought everybody just thought Matthew Stafford just because he didn't play in no preseason. He just couldn't flop the football. But the way, if I was open like that, hey, Matthew Stafford had open receivers all night. That Cooper Cup touchdown, long touchdown. I don't know who blew coverage on that. Somebody definitely did blow coverage on that. Robert Woods got him a touchdown, but Matthew Stafford didn't. He didn't look like he didn't. He didn't even sweat that night. He didn't even sweat that night. I thought the running game started wearing them down at the end when Henderson, the offensive line, started pushing the Chicago Bears back. That defense is good. Jalen Ramsey, Fowler. Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Donald was very good. That defense was on hot and ready last night. The other night against Chicago. I think it's going to be time to play Justin Fields soon. You saw him get in the game, get his first touchdown. I think the hot seat is on Andy Dalton, and it's definitely going to be a lot of pressure on him to perform each and every week. Or if he gets hurt, you're going to definitely see Justin Fields, and Andy Dalton is not going to he's going to be a backup. You're going to see he's going to be a backup if
Well,
Justin
and
Fields
also
ever get a shot.
Chicago's line ain't that great either.
Hmm.
What's going on, right? Chicago's offensive line ain't that great either. So
Yeah.
I mean, Dalton isn't a bad QB in my eyes, but when you put him in a system that don't have a good offensive line, just like look at him last year with Dallas. All they
Yeah.
people here that came in, he couldn't do nothing. He was okay in Cincinnati. I mean, with the pieces he had around him, but I feel like if you give him a good opportunity to play, he'll bring it. But Chicago ain't got no offensive line. But we'll see if Nagy brings in or they start Justin Fields. We could see him sooner than later though. But top performers of the week, we're going to start with passing. Of course, Derek Carr number one on this list, 34-56, 435, 2 touchdowns and an interception. Of course, Dak Prescott, 42 of 58, 403 yards, 3 touchdowns and an INT and one interception. When Dak throws over 400 yards, he loses every time.
Yep.
Yeah. Every time he throws over 400 yards, he loses it. It never fails. Um, Tom Brady, again, 32 of 50, 379, 4 touchdowns, 2 picks for Tom Brady. Kirk Cousins made this list even though they lost. 46 to 49, 351 touchdowns, and Jared Goff threw for 50. I didn't know he threw that much. 38, 57, 338, 3 touchdowns and an interception. That's your top performers in passing. Rushing,
Hmm.
Joe Mixon on the day. Joe Mixon was great in the Cincinnati game. 29 carries, 127 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah.
No Mostert, but Elijah Mitchell. So if y'all need a fantasy running back and y'all picked up Mostert, make sure y'all go get Mitchell because he came in and 19 carries, 104 yards, and a touchdown with San Fran. Again, Melvin Gordon got rejuvenated, 11 carries, 101 yards, and a touchdown. Harris for New England, he didn't score, but he did
Yeah.
go across the 100-yard mark. And Christian McCaffrey, the end of this list, he got 98 yards. He didn't score either,
Yeah.
in that game. But receiving, of course, it's the cheetah on this list. Tyreek Hill, 11 receptions. Ben almost had 200 yards. He had 190
Man.
yards. That is ridiculous. Debo Samuel had a good game as well. 9 catches, 189 yards and a touchdown.
Ooh.
13 receptions, 139 yards. He had 2 touchdowns. Brandon Cooks was balling, 5 receptions, 132, and Antonio Brown, 5 catches, 121 yards and a touchdown. And that is your one performers. And with the rookies that came into this class, they didn't do too bad either. Again,
Yep.
Jamar Chase, he gets his touchdown. He had 5 catches, 101 yards. Devontae Smith, the Eagles, 6 catches, 71 yards, a touchdown. Waddle gets a touchdown, 61 yards, 4 receptions. Mac Jones, how you think he did? You think he did bad in his debut?
I didn't think he did okay. I think Matt Jones is going to be fine. I think Matt Jones is going to be fine. I thought he handled himself pretty well. Besides the, I think he threw an interception. Did he throw an interception? Matt Jones didn't throw an interception, right?
No.
Okay, okay. I thought he held himself up pretty well. I already it was a hard fought, low scoring game. I thought he made some excellent throws. The one on the sideline over the linebacker to James White, I thought that was an excellent throw by Matt Jones. His accuracy, his poise, even though he got hit a couple of times, but you're gonna have some coaches that are gonna have some tape on them and knows how to game plan for him. But I thought Matt Jones held himself pretty well. I'm not gonna say he played great. He had a fumble. He did have a fumble when he get hit. He got hit. He did got sacked. He did have a fumble, so he got to learn how to protect the ball a little more. But I thought he held himself up pretty decent. He also threw a touchdown pass. I forgot to Leonard. He threw it to my Kobe Myers, I believe that was a touchdown pass he threw. I thought he held himself up pretty well for his first time, his first regular season game.
Yeah, Derek Carr threw for 435. 435. Mac Jones, he was 29-39, 231 yards. He did have a touchdown. And Trevor Lawrence, 28 for 51, 332, 3 touchdowns, 3 picks. I mean, not the best overall stats, as
Yeah.
good as bad. I mean, if he didn't have the interceptions, I would say he was good on this list. But also Trey Lance comes in, he gets a touchdown as well. So the rookies had a nice little debut
Mm-hmm.
on their. So which out of all the rookies we just named, who you think has, and not saying now, but just go look on our week one, who you think could be the runner for rookie of the year?
I still gonna like, even though a lot of people gonna say Trevor Lawrence is overrated, he's still overrated. A lot of people gonna say that just based off the performance that he had, but you can't judge a player off of one performance that he had. It's gonna be it may between, I'll say Devontae Smith. I already said he's gonna win Rookie of the Year. I already came out and said he's gonna win Offensive Rookie of the Year. He's gonna get a lot of opportunities for a lot of open catches. He's gonna burn a lot of people. That the one that corner that he burnt in Atlanta, that was perfect. That was a perfect burn right there where he made the game winning catch in the national championship at right there. That was magical. And this guy knows how to get open. He knows how to get open. He has great hands. I like Devon. I already came out and said Devontae Smith is going to be Offensive Rookie of the Year, and it's going to be between him and probably Trevor Lawrence. I wouldn't be surprised if Matt Jones in there, but Trevor Lawrence, he's definitely got a lot of work to do. There was an article came out, and they said he has a lot of work to do, and he definitely does. Reading coverage is better. Knowing when to throw the ball, looking for the right reads. And like I say, Lovie Smith did a great job of confusing him and baiting him. And the pressure started getting to him a little bit late. But at the same time, the receivers got to catch the goddamn football. If your receivers put you in tough situations and don't help you out, then hey, that's what you get as a rookie. But like I say, just one game for Trevor Lawrence. I'm not gonna say he's overrated yet, or I'm not gonna say he's underrated, or I'm not gonna say he's gonna be the best rookie or future Hall of Famer. But at the end of the day, it's one game. We're gonna have to see what he does next week, and can he bounce back? But I'll say I got Devontae Smith as Offensive Rookie of the Year, man.
And can't forget about Jamar Chase or
Yeah,
Waddle. But yeah,
yeah.
I think the way that the Eagles are playing right now is, week one again. It's only week one, but I still think Devontae Smith could possibly take that. We don't know. We still got 16 more games left.
Yep.
In this NFL season, and week one was a great bunch of games. Wasn't really that bad of a blowout, except for that Saints Green Bay game was like the only real blowout, and
Yeah.
Falcons and Eagles, 32-6, and something like that. But in overall, week 1 was good. Overall, week 1 was good. So, do you think it's time to panic about Green Bay?
No, no, no. I'm not gonna panic on Green Bay at all. I think they just had a bad game. They just didn't come out ready to play football. I thought Sean Payton did a great job of preparing their Saints team. I thought they was well prepared. I thought Jameis Winston was well prepared. I thought this defense they had something to prove in. I just think this was a bad game for the Green Bay Packers. I think they're gonna get everything straight. I think they're gonna be good. I still think they're gonna win in the division. And like I say, it was just a bad game all around for Green Bay. Nobody showed up. Defense haven't showed up. Devontae Adams didn't show up. Aaron Rodgers didn't show up. Nobody showed up for Green Bay. I just thought it was just a off day for Green Bay as a whole, and the Saints came ready to play, just like the Atlanta Falcons. They had an off day. Nick Sirianni, we was ready to play. We was ready to game plan. I just thought both of them had an off day. I think we were just the better team on that day, and the Saints was just a better team that day. But you know what, Green Bay, they will fix it. It's Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams, and Aaron Jones. They will fix it. I thought they just had an off day.
Yeah, it's just you can't. And Aaron Rodgers ain't gonna have too many of them games like that where he gets dominated like that. Matt LaFleur better come up with a good game plan um, to come back
Yeah.
next week. Is Jameis for real, or was this a
Well,
fluke zone?
Well, first of all, shout out to my boy Vic for coming to the channel, man. Shout out to my boy Vic, uh, Eagles content creator. That's my guy. Shout out to Vic. So I think like I seen Jameis Winston throw 5 touchdowns before in Tampa Bay. I seen him light it up. I'm not still. I still want to give enough time before I say if he's fixed. I'm not gonna jump off the hills because he threw 5 touchdowns. Again, he threw them right there in the end zone, and the defense just put him in situations. But again, this is a good football team. This is gonna be a playoff caliber team. They're gonna come out playing hard. Sean Payton is one of the best coaches in the NFL. I need to see more for Jameis Winston and more good games for Winston for me to be kind of say, okay, Sean Payton, fix this guy. This guy can be it. This guy can be it. Like I say, just one game for everybody in week 1. So, like I say, but hey, yeah, just one game. I just need to see more out of Jameis Winston.
Are the Browns contenders?
Yes, I will say they contenders. Besides Tampa Bay, I will say the Rams are contenders. They have a great defense, man. This defense, Aaron Donald is just a pit bull. Oh, just a pit bull. Just was eating lunch all night. Jalen Ramsey was hitting hard in number 22. I think his name was Jeffers or whatever his name was for the Los Angeles Rams. These guys brought it, and Matthew Stafford is an upgrade, definitely over Jared Goff, and he didn't lose not one bit of arm at all. He wasn't rusty at all. That because when you're practicing, you're still kind of warming up. You still kind of when you're joint practicing and stuff like that. You're still kind of going up against other teams. You still gotta beat on beat. You still gotta you're still warmed up. Your arm's still okay and warmed up. But this guy didn't miss a beat. The Rams are for real, man. With that defense, Cooper Kupp them know how to get open. Robert Woods, Higbee, and they and this offensive line continue to wear people down. And that running back by committee with Sony Michelle and Henderson, I think they're contenders. They're definitely contenders.
I think Matthew Stafford just needed to change the scenery. He's been with
Yep.
Detroit for so long, didn't have really good pieces around him. Galladay, he had Megatron, that was really it. I mean, he needed a new scenery, and it shows. He went to LA, and look what happened. Alvin Kamara, all he didn't. That's all you need is a good running back behind you, to make you so much, your life so much easier. You don't have to throw as
Yep.
much. You can just give it off to Kamara and things of that nature. But no, the Rams definitely, or I think they got to upgrade quarterback. I mean, golf is okay, but
Yeah.
Stafford's seasoned. And he still got an arm. Yeah, the Rams. We'll see what the Rams make some noise in that NFC West division, which is a tough division.
Oh yeah.
Should the Jets have kept Sam Darnold? Was it Darnold or was it the Jets?
It was the Jets. It was the Jets. But I need to see a whole season out of Sam Donald just to see. I said this multiple occasions. I need to see this season. Even though he did have a good game against his former team, but they the goddamn Jets for God's sake. They're the goddamn Jets, a team that put him in no situation whatsoever to win. I believe it was in between the organization. It was definitely the organization right now. Definitely the organization with the worst football coach of all time that don't need to get another job ever again. Adam Gates, he just suck as a head coach. And like I say, I don't know. I despise Peyton Manning for doing that and getting him a head coaching job. Saying he's an offensive genius. What offensive genius is he besides losing and not being a motivator and a leader in that damn locker room? But I got to see this season for Sam Darnold. If he has an average season this year with more interceptions than touchdowns, or with right about there, then I'm gonna say it's a base on Sam Darnold as well. It's both of these guys, but I need to see a great season out of Sam Darnold just to see was it the organization or Sam Darnold. But right now, I'm gonna go with the organization.
And then the Rams head coach came from Gruden. Yup, he was part of that Gruden tree. What's his name? What's the Rams coach name? Like this off the tip of my tongue.
You said what was who? The Rams coach?
Yeah,
Oh,
Sean McVay.
Sean McVay. Sean McVay. Sean McVay.
It was. I was like, what's his name? Right on the tip of my tongue. Yeah, he's a great young coach. He knows what to do with that team. Is Washington? We already talked about. Is Washington in trouble?
If they lose Thursday night, yeah, they will be. If they lose Thursday night, they will
That's gonna be a dumpster game.
be. If they lose Thursday, whichever team lose Thursday night, that's the team that's going to be in trouble. Like I said, the Washington football team is one dimensional. They just have a great defense and a great defensive line. That's just it. They gave up 20 points, so that was not bad. Justin Herbert did get 300 over 300 yards, so that pass defense need a little work. But that when that defensive line always get into the quarterback and protecting that secondary, hey, they got the best defensive line in football. So the secondary was kind of exposed a little bit by Justin Herbert. But whichever team lose, they're in trouble. Because Taylor Heineke, I said it, I want to see more of a Taylor Heineke to see what he actually can do. Because he had a great playoff game against Tampa Bay. He did have a great playoff game. That's why they're really not pushing for a quarterback. I believe they're not really pushing for a quarterback. I believe they got faith in Taylor Heineke right there. So whichever team lose Thursday, they're in trouble. Whichever team lose, doesn't matter.
And the last question of the night before we get into week 2 picks: did Jalen Hurts prove himself to the critics this week?
Yup, he definitely did. 28 of 36, 264 yards. QB rating of 134. Like I say, I don't give a damn who it was. If it gets Atlanta, like I say, you can only play who you have on your schedule. You can't predict who you play on your schedule. A lot of people say definitely the boy Cowboys for life. Who's just bitter because we played the Falcons. We can only play what's on our schedule, so we can't control who we play. And I believe we just had a great game plan. The defensive line harassed Matt Ryan. They made him uncomfortable. And Jalen Hurts proved all the critics wrong. But I want to see him put it together for a whole season. And I believe Jalen Hurts. I definitely believe in Jalen Hurts. He's the quarterback of the future with this team. He has a great season. He's the quarterback of the future of this team. We don't get a quarterback the next draft, and the team is going to keep him. I don't believe we need to get Deshaun Watson. I'm going to stand by that, or Russell Wilson. I don't want any of those two guys. I want to see Jalen Hurts. And for what Jalen Hurts did yesterday, the other day, he definitely quieted the critics and stuff like that. And I mean, I'm ready for Hurts for the next game against the 49ers. That's going to be a big test for him.
And then they saying he's not accurate. He completed 71% of his passes Sunday, and since week 1, he is number 2 in jersey sales. So shout out to Jalen Hurts and the Eagles down there for winning that game there. Now week 2 picks again, the Thursday night game is this dumpster fire of a game. The Giants and Washington football team. Who are you picking in this game?
It's tough. Because both of these teams got great defenses. I don't know how they both going to score offense. This team is basically the same type of team. But I thought this Giants defense was elite. They gave up 27 points. They gave up 27 points on defense. I'm gonna go with the football team. I believe it's a lot. They're at home. They're at home. Taylor Heineke, I seen him play against Tampa Bay. I thought he did well in the playoffs. I believe this team is going to come out with a lot more energy. They're going to come out ready. They're going to come out focused. And I believe with the weapons that Washington football team has, with Samuel, with McLaurin, with Logan Thomas, I believe that will be enough to overcome the New York football Giants. And I believe the Giants is going to be the team that's going to be in trouble. I'm going to go with the Washington football team at home.
I'm also going to take Washington as well because Chase Young is going to eat up Daniel Penny's
Yep.
to death. That whole Washington front is going to bring it to Daniel Penny's. He gonna be dropping nothing but pennies and
Yep.
turning over the ball. But I got Washington in this game. I don't think the Giants is definitely pulling this game off. Next is the Bengals and the Bears. Who you got?
This it's another tough game,
Right.
man.
Yep.
Something in my heart said the Bears, but the way they secondary play, it's a tough game. You know what? I'm gonna take the Bengals. Who at home? Which one? What team is at home?
Um, the Bears.
I'm gonna take the Bears. I give it to the Bears just because of home field. Their first game at home. Khalil Mack and that defensive line, just this damn secondary got to straighten up. I'm gonna give it to the Chicago Bears. I'm gonna pick Chicago.
I'm gonna like Cincinnati's chances. I'm gonna pick Cincinnati in this game. You never know the upset. You know
Yeah, they
they
can win.
both. The offensive line shaky, but also we got the receivers and everything for Jamar Chase and Joe Mixon. I'm gonna say Cincinnati in this game in an upset.
It's a tough one. They both can win this game too. They both can win.
So we got the Texans and the Browns. So your Texans up against the Browns. Who you got?
Uh, I got the Cleveland Browns. I think they'll bounce back after losing a heartbreaker to the Kansas City Chiefs. I know it's my Texans, but I gotta be. I'm a sports fan too, so I definitely got. We is our job. We gotta definitely be honest. I'm not gonna be biased. Like I say, I think the Browns are that much of a better team than us. But like I say, if the Texans come out here and they can play hard, they can do what they did last week. They should be fine. But I just think the Cleveland Browns just too strong with that running back tandem of Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb. They're gonna definitely establish the run. Jarvis Landry out there, David Njoku, and then that defensive line that they got. And that defense, even though that defense didn't look good, but like I say, it was the Kansas City Chiefs. They pick anybody apart. So I'm gonna go with I'm taking the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, I'm also going to take the Browns. The Baker Mayfield, like you said, Texans did show off that was against Jacksonville, but they will shock me if they compete with the Browns.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to happen, especially Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb, that 1-2 tandem, Jarvis Landry, Odell Beckham, Baker Mayfield. They're gonna definitely beat the Texans. How about the Colts and the Rams?
I'm gonna go with the Rams. I'm taking the Rams. Uh, I don't care if it is at Lucas Oil Stadium. I'm taking the Rams. But better offense, defense just as good as the Colts. Probably better. Matt Ryan definitely. The offensive line is very good for the Rams. The weapons are better than the Indianapolis Colts weapons. They're gonna be able to stop. They're gonna be able to stop this running game for the Indianapolis Colts. So I'm gonna take the Rams. I think the Rams are just a better football team than the Indianapolis Colts at this point.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna see Aaron Donald get all up in Carson Wentz. Y'all better pray to God nothing happens to Carson Wentz if he gets when 99 gets hold of him. I'm definitely also gonna take the Rams in this. Again, Aaron Donald in that defense, Jalen Ramsey in that defense. Carson Wentz gonna have to make some good decisions, especially with Jalen Ramsey back there in that secondary. Of course, they got Jonathan Taylor, but can he run on this Rams defense as well? I know you got Leonard on the other side for the Colts.
Hmm.
Can he get the Matthew Stafford? But I think that the Rams got too much firepower. They're gonna beat the Colts. The
Yep.
Bills and the Dolphins. Who you got?
Tough. I'm gonna go with the Bills. I'm gonna take the Bills. I don't see them going 0-2. I think the Dolphins can compete, but I'm gonna take the Bills. I believe the Bills gonna come out more ready. They're gonna come out motivated after a heartbreaking loss against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And like I say, give credit to Mike Tomlin. This team continues to play hard. Every time you think they don't have enough weapons or they're done, Mike Tomlin finds a way for this Steelers team to be competing. So I'm gonna take the Miami Dolphins, man. I'm not the Miami Dolphins, but the Bills, Buffalo Bills. I think they have a bad taste in their mouth, letting that game slip away in Buffalo. I'm taking the Buffalo Bills to bounce back this weekend.
Yeah, I'm also going to take the Bills as well. They had that Buffalo had that game and they lost it to the Pittsburgh. They definitely got to get Diggs involved in their offense. So I think Josh Allen and the Bills bounce back. Got the Patriots and the Jets. Who you got?
Patriots. Patriots. I got Patriots. They lost. They lost a tough one. I mean, to Miami. And like I say, Zach Wilson gonna have a tough game. He's gonna have a tough game. John Smith for the Patriots. Mike Jacoby Myers. Matt Jones accuracy. That defense. Ain't no way Bill Belichick can lose to the New York Jets. And like I say, I'm gonna take the Patriots.
Yeah, I'm also going to take the Patriots. We're going to see the Jets drop 0-2 this week.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Niners and the Eagles. Who you taking?
Well, I had the Eagles winning this game in my predictions, but I did have them losing against the Cowboys because we always split with them. So I got the Eagles winning this game 24-17. I think it's going to be a hard fought game, a close hard fought game. I just think our offense, for what we've seen with the San Francisco 49ers, they kind of relaxed a little bit. They kind of relaxed a little bit and got comfortable, and Detroit kind of scared them. If they do that with this defense, and Jalen Hurts is going to torture their cornerbacks, and we need to take some shots at the 49ers secondary, and I think we will do that. I think this defensive line is much improvement. I think they're ready to stop the run. I think they're ready to make Jimmy Garoppolo try to beat them. Uh, Steven Nelson and the secondary, I believe they're gonna be out. They're gonna be fine. So I got the Eagles in a close game, and this offensive line very much impressed me. Besides the penalties that we
Right.
had earlier in the game, we gotta clean those up in this and possibly in this game. If this game close, the penalties they can't that can't happen in this type of football game. In the run game, we cannot let them run the football early. That's gonna be key. But I'm going to go with the Philadelphia Eagles to win this game.
I think that I'm gonna take the Eagles as well. I think they can pull out a game against San Fran. They lost their cornerback Everett, and then also
Hmm.
Mostert is out. But they did sign another cornerback as well. I don't think we're going to see Richard Sherman this year, only because he's dealing with his issues, mental health, and everything going on. So you may not see Richard Sherman, but don't be surprised if he comes back. I did see a tweet or something saying, don't be, Sherman is there available if need be, but I don't
Yeah.
know if Sherman will come back. If we can stop the run early, please do not let Elijah Mitchell run up and down our throat to be okay, and we gotta stop George Kittle.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a must.
And they have good receivers. They got Debo Samuel, and then they got Brandon Ayuk on the other side. So
Hmm.
Slay is going to have himself a game. A task to guard whoever's the hot receiver. It's probably going to be Samuels because he did have a good game last week. But I'm gonna take the Eagles in the close. So it's not going to be a blowout. It's going to
No,
come
it's
down.
not gonna be a blowout. It's gonna be a close game.
So the Raiders in Pittsburgh. Who you got?
Oh my God, this is a tough game. Where it's at? Where the game is at?
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. Tough loss for the rate that. Oh, you said the Raiders.
Yeah, Raiders.
Okay,
Raiders,
okay,
Raiders
okay,
in
okay.
Pittsburgh.
You know what? I'm gonna take Oakland. I'm gonna take Oakland.
Vegas.
Uh, yeah, I'm gonna take Oakland in this game. Pittsburgh got an awesome They got a great defense. They continue time and time again with Mika Fitzpatrick over there. They did lose Bud Dupree, but they didn't even matter this weekend. It didn't matter last week. They didn't have him. They still was able to get to Josh Allen. But I'm gonna take Oakland due to what they showed me last night. They showed me heart, toughness. They can hit. This defensive line can definitely get after it, and especially with Big Ben, it is a pocket quarterback. Is not going anywhere. This is a great opportunity for Max Crosby and for I keep forgetting this guy's name.
For Carl Nesbitt,
Agakwe, I
that way.
believe. Yeah, I keep forgetting his name. I keep forgetting his name. He played for Jacksonville. Yeah, but that's his name. This will be a great opportunity for them to get the Big Ben. And this Oakland offense is very high powered. They're very good with Josh Jacobs and Kenyon Drake and Henry Ruggs. Darren Waller continues to eat. Yeah, I definitely got the Oakland Raiders. I think they can outscore the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think they can outscore the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm gonna
I'm
go
also
basically.
I'm
What?
also going to take Vegas in this game because Pittsburgh's offensive line stinks.
Yeah.
They don't have a great offensive line. You got Najee Harris. Of course, you got to worry about the receivers. You got Juju Smith-Schuster still over there. Deontay Johnson. You got Chase Claypool. They really was quiet last week, but they still pulled off the game. I'm gonna take the Raiders in this game. Like you said, Big Ben, he's a pocket presence QB. He's not mobile at all. Max Crosby and they can get through. I think they'll give Big Ben some trouble. So I'm gonna take the Raiders in this to win this game. Um, Out in the steel country because they gotta come to Pittsburgh. So we got the Saints and the Panthers taking.
I'm gonna go with the Saints in this game. It's in New Orleans, I believe. I believe it's in New Orleans. Um, Jameis Winston.
They on the road.
Down the road, okay, I'm still picking the Saints. I think their defense is better. Their defensive line is very very good. They're gonna get at the Sam Donald. The running game, Alvin Kamara is gonna show out. Uh, Jameis Winston, if he don't turn the ball over in this game, and if he could take care of the football in this type of ball game in this type of environment, when Harris can separate, and I'll say I got the Saints in this game because they completely are a better football team than Carolina. But this is gonna be Sam Donald. Sam Donald's gonna struggle this game pretty much, but like I say, they're gonna stop Christian McCaffrey from running the football. And I got the Saints because they're just an overall better team. And Sean Payton is, like I say, whatever mistakes they made, he's gonna get them cleaned up. He's gonna make adjustments to the Carolina Panthers. I just think the Saints are a better overall football team.
And no Marshawn Lattimore. He just got paid and he not
Yep.
playing.
But you got
So
Bradley Roby
Lattimore
out
is
there too. You're gonna have him out there too as well. So yeah, he can guard CB1s. But yeah,
yeah, so no Marshawn Lattimore, he's not playing. He's out with some type of
yeah,
a chip bone in his thumb. So he
yeah.
is very doubtful. So he's going to be week to week. He got paid, and the man ain't playing. They but I'm gonna take the Saints in this game. We'll see if Jameis can have another good game again. Of course, they got Kamara. Then you got MCC on the other side of the ball with Carolina. See if they can get him going in the early. But I think the Saints are going to pull this game out.
hmm
We'll see how that goes. But I'm picking the Saints. We got the Broncos and the Jags.
I'm going for the Broncos. I got the Denver Broncos. They're a far better team. Their defense is just legit. Bradley Chubb and those guys are coming after Trevor Lawrence. Those receivers, even though I pray for Jared Judy, he's gonna play football again this year. But Jag won't really make a difference. It won't really make a difference. They're gonna run the football with Melvin Gordon, and like I said again, Noah Fant is pretty good. Cortland Sutton is good. Tim Patrick. They got that dude Harmon out there. They still have more than enough weapons to beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this doesn't get any easier for Trevor Lawrence and Urban Meyer. You're playing a great defense, a defensive team that is better than the Houston Texans. You're playing even a greater defense. So, good luck to Trevor Lawrence and Urban Meyer. I got the Denver Broncos.
I didn't even know Von Miller was back this year. Like you didn't hear his name, like his name. I didn't know he was back. But Von Miller's back again. That defense
Uh
definitely
huh.
can slow down the Jags. Got Satane over
Mhm.
there. So I like this Broncos defense. Bridgewater, if he can, stay hot and with the receivers. Melvin Gordon's going to be rejuvenated. He's probably going to run all down the Jaguars defense. He's probably going to get another 100 yards. I'm taking the Broncos here.
Uh huh.
Minnesota and Arizona. You already know who I'm taking.
I'm going with
I'm not
Arizona.
taking
I'm
Minnesota no
going with
more.
Arizona. I'm going with Arizona. I don't trust Minnesota. If they can't beat Cincinnati. They can't beat Cincinnati. So I'm not sold on them beating Arizona in Arizona. No, I'm gonna take Arizona all the way through. I
Chandler
seen what
Jones is
they
going to have
and
another
I seen
field
what
game
they
on Kirk
did.
Cousins.
They put 38 on Tennessee. So yeah, I'm not gonna even ask no question. I got Arizona. No.
Chandler Jones going to come in and get Kirk Cousins. He's going to see some more sacks. But no, I'm taking the Cardinals. I'm done. I'm done picking Minnesota. I like Arizona's chances. Kyler Murray,
Uh huh.
a Christy Hop, and Christian Kirk had a good game this week as well, last week as well. I think he had 2 touchdowns for Christian Kirk. So yeah,
Yep.
I'm taking Arizona in
Yep.
this game. JJ Watt and those guys. Yeah, I'm definitely taking the Cardinals. Who you got? The Falcons and the Bucks.
Buccaneers. Buccaneers. I got Buccaneers. Even though the Falcons are at home again, Buccaneers just a better football team. They're a great defense. I believe their secondary, even though their secondary did get tortured, I still have faith in that secondary. And that offense is just too overpowering for that Atlanta defense. I got the Buccaneers winning this game.
Yeah, I'm also taking the Bucks. I don't see the Falcons beating the Tampa Bay, especially how Tampa Bay's defense was swarming around Dallas in the running game. They ain't gonna be able to get the running game off. They're gonna get pressure to Matt Ryan. You get pressure to Matt Ryan, he's gonna
Yep,
crumble. Well,
he's gonna crumble.
I don't see Kyle Pitts going off in this game either. I'm taking the Bucks. Got the Chargers and the Cowboys. So you got
Much as I want to, much as I want to take the Chargers, but like I say, I'm gonna take the Cowboys to win this game. That offense is legit. I believe they're gonna bounce back against the Chargers. That's what I believe. I don't believe they'll be 0-2. Dak Prescott is a top 10 quarterback in this league when he's healthy. Just have to admit it. We just have to admit it. We probably don't like the Dallas Cowboys, and I would never give a damn about the Dallas Cowboys. But my issue not with the players is with the fans and the organization. But Dak Prescott is definitely a top 10 quarterback. He definitely can light it up. This offense is definitely gonna compete with the gonna out. They can outscore the Chargers offense, but the problem is this Cowboys defense cannot stop anybody. But I'm gonna take the Cowboys. But it would not surprise me if the Chargers win, which is I would love the Chargers to win this game, and I would rather for my pick to be wrong against the Cowboys. But I'm gonna take the Cowboys.
and the Falcons head coach is Arthur Smith. It's a new head coach they got this year because
Yeah.
Dan Quinn is defensive coordinator on the Cowboys team. Um, but now I'm gonna take the Chargers in this game. I like the Chargers. I like Justin Herbert, Austin Eckler. Um, he still got some weapons over there. Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, and their defense isn't bad. So
Yeah.
Joey Bosa, they got Asante Samuel Jr. over there. So I'm gonna take the Chargers in this game. I like the Chargers' chances in this game. You don't think Prescott top 10? He said Prescott is in a top 10.
Yeah, I said that Prescott is in the top 10. He's a top 10 quarterback. Not a top 5, but he's top 10. He's not top 5. He's a top 10 quarterback. Top 10 quarterback. And you give me 10 quarterbacks that are better than that Prescott. We don't count Patrick Mahomes out. You count Aaron Rodgers out. You count Tom Brady out. You count Tom Brady out. You count Deshaun Watson out when he's on the field, when he's
If
actually
I said
playing.
you do top 10, that is 10.
Yeah, Dak is 10. Dak is 10 at 10 or 9. You said Cowboys defense very sus. That
It
ain't what
is.
I asked you. It ain't about their defense. Their defense, we know their defense stink, but you said that he's not a top 10 quarterback. Give me 10 quarterbacks that are better. Give me 10 quarterbacks that are better than that Prescott. We know their defense is trash. Their defense is dog shit. Are you okay? Yeah, go. We can keep going. You can keep going. You said no, he isn't, but you can't give me 10 quarterbacks that are better, actually better than him.
So we got the Titans going into the 12th man of the Seattle Seahawks. Who we got in this game?
This is tough. Losing to Arizona the way they did, and then gotta go play Seattle. That's tough,
In
bro.
Seattle.
In Seattle, that's tough. I'm gonna take Seattle right here, man. I had really, I did. We did all have the Titans picking Arizona, beating Arizona, but I got the Titans losing to the actual Seahawks. I got the Titans losing on the schedule to the Seattle Seahawks. Every time you got Russell Wilson, you have a chance to beat anybody. You got Russell Wilson and Tyler Lockett. The way they connect, DK Metcalf, I believe he's gonna get off this week. He's going to get off this week. Last week wasn't this week. I believe he's going to get off against this bad Titans defense. They don't got a defensive line. They can't get no pass rush. That's why. Teams are able to throw for a lot of yards, and that's why Kyler Murray. Was being able to get comfortable in the pocket. So I gotta go take Seattle. This Titans secondary and this Titans defense is not good. They got Derrick Henry. He didn't show up last game. Julio Jones didn't show up. Nobody showed up for the Tennessee Titans, basically. So I'm gonna until they show up, I'm gonna take Seattle.
Yeah, I betted against Russell Wilson last week, and that was a dumb move. I shouldn't have did that. But I'm not going to bet against him this week. So I'm taking Russell, last name Wilson. Russell
Yeah,
is going to, yeah, Russell and the Seahawks are definitely going to beat the Titans. In Seattle, that's the loudest crowd. They was in the Guinness Book of World Records for crowd noise and noise alone. So I'm going to take the Seahawks to win this game. And then the Sunday night game is going to be the Chiefs in Baltimore. Who you got in this game?
until until they prove that they can beat Kansas City and stop Kansas City, I'm gonna take the Chiefs. I'm gonna take them until somebody beat these guys in a championship game or something like that, or when it comes in the playoffs. I'm gonna take the Kansas City Chiefs into proving otherwise. I got the Kansas City Chiefs winning this game.
Yeah, again, another man you can't bet on. You can't bet on Mahomes winning this game. Again, Lamar Jackson is so, like you said, one dimensional. Patrick Mahomes is all around. He runs when he has to. He has a running back. He has good receivers in Hardman and Kelsey, the tight end. He got Tyreek Hill. What's going on, Dooley? So I mean, yeah, you can't until, like you said, until Baltimore proves themselves. They can beat the Chiefs. They can't run with them. I'm gonna take the Chiefs in this game. And the Monday night game is Green Bay against the Lions. We got.
I'm not even gonna answer that question. Just pass. I think this is Green Bay coming out party right here. They're at home too. That's just a pass. I'm gonna take Green Bay.
Yeah, that's the no-brainer. Green Bay will come back in this game. Unfortunately, well, no. I think, did you pick the Bears, Dante?
Yeah, I picked the Bears, and they bet not sell me either. If they sell me, Gooly, I'm picking against them every week. I promise you. They bet not sell me this week. They bet not sell me. We gonna have problems, Gooly. They bet not sell me this week. Not at home against the Bengals. They bet not sell me this week. They bet not do it
I
this week.
actually went against them and picked Cincinnati. And
Oh my God.
it was a split. Dante
Yeah,
got the Bears. I picked Cincy to win this game, but you never know any given
yeah.
Sunday.
They bet not sell me, Gooly. They bet not sell me at all. They bet not do it.
So out of all the games this week, who you think was in your eyes the performer of the week?
Out of all the teams or all the games, the
Yeah, like
players
all the,
or
like just name somebody like we didn't name. You think would could have been on the top performer list?
Tyrod Taylor had a great game. Had a great game, but I understand. Like I said again, he didn't throw. He didn't throw a lot for a lot. He threw for 289 yards. I thought he should have got really recognition, but I understand. I'll say he don't. He threw the ball down the field a couple of times. I thought he handled himself pretty well. in this game. But then again, it was against the Jaguars, and the Jaguars just is a bad foot, they're just a bad football team all around through. And I just I gotta put Tyrod Taylor on that list. And Mark Ingram did well as well. He had over 29 carries. He had over 29 carries. So I thought they did pretty well. And Jalen Hurts, I thought they did good enough. His performance was really good. I thought they should have had some honorable mentions on there too as well.
Um, no, I'm gonna say Lamar Chase because I get
Hmm.
the Lamar Chase and everybody didn't really recognize him on that list. Brandon Cooks as well should have been, well, he
Hmm.
was named on that list. He didn't score no touchdowns, but he definitely did catch.
Hmm.
But um, Josh Gordon, he is back. He gets reinstated for the 99th time. Roger Goodell, what are you doing? Every single year, Josh Gordon does something and then he gets reinstated. Do you think he makes a team? Is anybody desperate enough for a wide receiver?
I think a team is going to take a chance on him, but will he make a team? I don't think he will make a team. I think they're going to take a chance on him. They're going to bring him in. They're going to see how in shape he is. It just depends on the roster that brings him in as well. That need a receiver, that need help. I think he can get on the roster, but he's gonna have to go through a really
He can go
tough
to
workout.
Chicago.
Huh? Oh yeah. Oh, he'll work good in Chicago, but I mean that secondary got some issues in Chicago. That offense, I thought they played okay, but then again, that secondary they're just bad. They're just bad
You
in the
never know. He
secondary.
might go back to Seattle. I mean, he didn't do too bad when he was with Seattle.
Nah, he didn't do too bad.
Him and
I didn't
Russell clicked a lot.
I didn't think he did bad in New England either. He did pretty well in New England. He held his own in New England, and they just got rid of him for some reason. He held his own pretty much in New England. I thought Josh Gordon. Everybody forgot what he was before he got out into those problems. You considered him as a top six, top five, top 10 wide receiver in the league when he was with the Cleveland Browns. So it's gonna be interesting his reinstation and see if he kept himself in pretty good shape. We're gonna find out, man. We're gonna find out about that.
So, just rounding up and looking at the news and the injury list,
Hmm.
injuries so far. Jerry Judy's going to go on the IR, and then they're going to bring up Ronald Darby back at cornerback.
Okay.
Um, Raiders, just Jerry McCoy got hurt as well last night, but not sure. Is it going to be season ending? Mariota actually got hurt with that long run. That's why we didn't see him no more. Yannick
Yep.
actually had a hamstring injury, but I think he's going to be okay. Um, so there, you guys know how pissed off I am. Look, the Bears ain't winning. When y'all get a head coach, they're not winning with Brian Pickens. GM, the Caskey the F off to the Hamptons. We all know, Dooley, you don't you're not happy with Nagy and the GM. Y'all paid Mac 100 million to do it all. I mean, out of that trade, I mean, Khalil Mack like I said, their defense isn't bad. Like the defensive front isn't bad.
Isn't bad. The secondary is actually the problem of this team. And I'm telling you, if they sell me this weekend, Gooley, at home, at Soldier Field against the Bengals, boy, you're gonna be dropping a lot of rant videos, bro. I'm telling you about that, boy. It's gonna be a long season for you guys. If y'all lose at home to the
What's going
Chicago
on,
Bears,
Richie?
it's gonna be a long season. You might well drop every rant video in the world.
But the game of this week, I'm really looking forward. Is there any games this week I'm really looking forward to seeing? I mean, out of this roster, I mean, I will definitely want to see Pittsburgh and the Steelers.
Yeah.
I mean, Pittsburgh's and Raiders. That's going to be good. Um, that should be an interesting game. And I want to actually see the Cowboys and the Chargers and see how they do.
Hmm.
And it's for Sunday night, the Chiefs and the Ravens. I love the fact people say, "Oh, it's Khalil Mack." Be reminded that the Bears are a top 10 defense.
There you
Even
go. He just get it. Ah,
oh,
it done came in. Gooley done came in the
no,
mud.
Gooley's in the chat, y'all. What up here? What is going on, Gooley?
Depressed. Yeah, laugh it
What's
up.
up,
Laugh it
Willie?
up. Laugh at my fucking failure of a fucking franchise.
Get it
Because
all
you
off
know
your
what?
chest.
I don't trust them. I don't think they're going to beat the Bengals, to be honest with you. So, Dante, change your pick.
I ain't
Bengals
gonna change it.
over.
Hey, I ain't
Change
gonna
it.
change it. I just know if they
Change
sell
it.
me, I ain't gonna change it. I'm gonna stay with the
Change
pick.
it.
I'm gonna stay with the pick, man. I'm gonna stay with the
Bruh.
pick.
Okay. In the
I,
in the
I,
words of a Looney Tunes short I just watched a couple of years ago, you'll be sorry.
hey, if y'all do lose, I'm gonna be looking right at your video. If y'all do lose, I'll be looking right at you, see what you
There's
gonna do.
not enough alcohol in the world if they lose to the Bengals. Wait, Tommaso Ciampa's champion?
Yep, sir.
Wait, no, he's not. No, this Indian freaking big. Wait a minute. Never mind. Wait, who's the champ? Who's the freaking champ? Did they?
NXT.
Wait a minute.
He said Champa got it back.
Oh, Ciampa's world champion again. Okay, cool. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I'm mad Kyle O'Reilly got injured. All right. Anyway, that's not the point while I came up here. The point reason is for this comment here by this dude. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about Khalil Mack, and I've done saying this. The Bears were a top 10 defense even before Khalil Mack was even there. Personally, they should have waited till Khalil Mack was a free agent to get him. But no, they wanted to make the jump. They got the jump, and now they can't find a good linebacker, well, mostly on the right side, to play with Mack. That's the problem here. But the real problem is that damn corners. Like Eddie Jackson didn't look good. Graham Senior is terrible. Like I hate to say this, but Ryan Pace should have been fired on Monday because this lets me know that getting rid of Kyle Fuller was the biggest mistake Chicago ever made. It's true,
Yep.
and
And
now we're suffering from it.
he balled out. He balled out against New York. He balled out against the Giants. He did ball out. He did ball out against the Giants. I definitely agree
I
with
don't
you.
know. Mac is worth the money. The only problem is they need a good linebacker on the right to help him. I don't know. Why don't you put Alex Ogletree over there? Or better yet, Roquan Smith is a better player to help Mac. But no, Nagy, the brilliant defensive guru, or actually no, that's Sean Dawson, decided, hey, let's put Roquan Smith in the middle. No, that's not where he's best at, man. Here
Look
come
at
these guys.
coach. Look at coach. Look, coach.
I'm not in the mood. I just had to come up here because number one, I get tired of Raiders. It's not even just Raiders. It's just everybody in the league saying, "Oh, Mac ain't worth the money. Mac ain't this. Mac ain't that." God damn it! Like, isn't this the same Raiders that wanted Mac to come back? Y'all wanted to trade Khalil Mack back, but I'm gonna let that slide because the Raiders won the game. But I'm going to say this about D's stream last night. The stream last night was great. But oh my God, all those Raider fans that were acting like idiots yesterday in that chat. Damn, I thought Bears fans were idiotic. Wow, Carr is terrible. Cut Carr. If it wasn't for Carr, y'all probably would have not won the game. If y'all want to be technical Raiders fans, maybe it's time for y'all to cut Alex Leatherwood. Your job as an
Hey,
offensive lineman is to stand still.
Right.
hey, I want to know. Hey, Gooley, I got a question for you. You was in his chat last night, right? So what was
Yes.
it like? What was it like when Derek Carr threw that interception? What was it like when he first threw that
I'm
interception?
not gonna lie to you. I turned the game off because I thought the game was over after the first touchdown. I thought the game was over, and then Tay Rock said, "Nope, turn TV back on, turn TV back on, turn TV back on." I'm like, wait a minute, is the game over? Yes or no? What do I see? I see the Ravens with the ball. I'm like, wait a minute, what the hell happened? So I go to D stream, and then D low key, I kid you
It's
not,
flipping out. I was in the chat the
flipping
whole
out.
game.
He's like, Alex Leatherwood is trash. Alex Leatherwood, you're there. I'm like, what happened? I thought Alex Leatherwood let the defense come through. I thought Derek Carr fumbled. And
No, the penalty, a false start at the one.
wait a minute. Okay, wait. A false start at the one.
So this
So
what
they
happened. So this what happened. So Derek Carr went to go sneak it in, and he
They
didn't
didn't
make
get it. They
it, which
didn't get
I
it.
think he made it. So the
okay.
very next play, freaking false start. They was trying to hurry up. It was a false start on Leatherwood at the one, and then knocked the backyard. And so D went off. When I say he went off, he went
Yeah, he
off.
went to like Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. I'm like, what the frick is going on?
And
What
then
the hell's going on?
he was like, "You fat so and so, you supposed to stand there. You get paid to stand there." He was like, "You get toward the little league, you move in the ball." Yo, he went off.
Like
It was hilarious.
he went completely off, and I'm like, what the fuck is he going off for? What is going on? Issues. I'm not in the mood. Be forewarned. I know your Raiders won. Please do not send me to a place I don't want you to go.
Oh God, you was drunk. No wonder.
I told you I can't get there. Plus, I was drunk. Dude, I was like, what is going on? And then Crosby did his job better than Mac ever did. Oh, my God. Look, Issue, please don't be that type of – I think you're that type of Raider fan. A Raider fan fused with a Cowboy fan. Because I also read that comment saying we're already playoff now. You should make the playoffs this year. But I still find it really weird. Really weird. John Gruden's play calling was still bad. But at the same time, like targeting to Waller, I didn't understand that game plan. When you got Ruggs and you got all these other offensive weapons, Josh Jacobs and everything like that. But I don't know. It's not even about the Raiders. I even came up here just to talk about just the Bears and how they might get humiliated at home in Social Field, which is still possible.
Well, the Ravens didn't help out. Their defense didn't help anyway.
No,
I don't
the offensive line was terrible too.
For shit. I don't know if this was the defensive coordinator for the Ravens, but that was why do you send a whole defensive line and then you leave these receivers in one-on-one coverage like Henry Ruggs? You blitz the whole defensive line consistently at Derek Carr, and Henry Ruggs has a wide open catch to pretty much tie the ball game up, pretty much to put him in scoring position, and then you blitz the whole defensive line, and Zay Jones is wide open. I don't know what the hell that Ravens defensive coordinator was doing last night.
That's why I said to myself,
is that Wake Martindale, if I'm not mistaken? Ain't that
personally to me, I still think that from last night's game, personally, the way how that game was, I was like, oh my God, are the Ravens really about to beat the Raiders? I'm like, is the Raiders really about to lose? Really about to lose to the Ravens? That's what I thought the game plan, the mindset was. I'm like, oh my God, no. But no. Hey, I got to get Derek Carr this. Derek Carr is a top 10 quarterback at least.
Yes, definitely. I agree with you.
For anybody last night
definitely
said that he's not, you're obviously smoking crack. I'm sorry. Crack. Hey, cocaine's a hell of a drug, y'all. For y'all to just say Carr is terrible, and I'm looking at you, John, let it go, bro. That's your quarterback. And D with the call of the night saying, "That's my quarterback."
I was like, oh, look at T.O. talking about my quarterback.
He's like, "That's my quarterback."
I mean, like I say again, the most important plays like that put away the game, the two Lamar Jackson fumbles. I mean, that Raiders defensive line definitely brought.
That didn't help me at all in fantasy.
Yeah, I mean, right there, you have the game right there for Tucker to come out there and win that ball game.
Just
you
to let everyone
the football.
Know, when it came to fantasy, because I have 3 quarterbacks, I go by a system, 3 of everything, except for defense, of course. and kicker. Okay, get this, y'all. Zach Wilson had better fantasy points than Lamar Jackson. Let me repeat that. Zach Wilson had better fantasy stats than, than, than Lamar Jackson. Lamar gave me 18 points. I wasn't worried about that. But Zach Wilson was a little better than him. That is alarming. And Keith, if you're listening, bro, hey, if you want Lamar Jackson, I'm willing to give him to you. I'm willing to give you to him because I don't think I should start. I don't know if I should even start Jackson this week. I don't know when I'm gonna start.
Well, he going against Patrick Mahomes this
week. Yeah, that's another thing too. But at the same time, that game will probably be an offensive matchup. It really will be.
If you look at it, you probably could because the Chiefs' defense ain't good.
It really ain't.
They're not a good defense.
Team that almost messed up against the Browns. And personally, I'm gonna say this. Look, Mitch said in his hot take that the Bills would win the Super Bowl. I don't know. Now after that performance, they should easily leave the Steelers. So I'm going to say this. I know this is with the 732 podcast. I got something to say. The following teams deserve to kill it.
Go ahead, Dooley, because we got to wrap it up because Donte got a stream to do on his channel.
All right. If I was a betting man, probably game of the week, actually surpriser of the week might be Monday night. No, I'm not picking Detroit, but I wouldn't be surprised if Detroit did beat Green Bay in Lambeau. You guys have y'all not looked at Aaron Rodgers yet on Sunday?
I looked at him. He looked bad.
Was terribly out of shape.
He looked discombobulated. He looked bad, man. That end zone turnover, that was terrible. The throw that he threw in double, terrible, man. Terrible. He made some piss poor throws, man. Aaron Rodgers just didn't seem to have fun out there, and he just didn't seem to care. That's just what I thought about Aaron Rodgers. He just didn't seem to care. He wasn't having any fun out there whatsoever, man. So I mean, Aaron Rodgers played horrendous, and he was atrocious out there, man.
He was. He didn't look the same, and this is why I say karma. I believe in karma. So, Aaron Rodgers, this makes the Green Bay Packers look terrible as a franchise. Number one, Aaron Rodgers should have been fine. I don't give a damn what anybody says. He should have been fine for all that drama he caused. Think about this, y'all. Can you imagine? Coach, I'm not going to put your team on the spot because I'm not going to put your team on the spot. But, Keith, what if Jalen Reagor did all of that? Y'all would be finding him, trading him, whatever. But Green Bay
doesn't be on the team.
Green Bay doesn't have the cojones. They don't have the medication to do it. So, yeah, Detroit might pull an upset on Monday.
That'll be that'll be a crazy upset. But there you have it, guys. The hottest topic is 7,200 seconds. Thanks for Mal Gooley popping up again this week. Not a problem. Anytime, Gooley, anytime. We did go over week 1, week 2. Again, we're on Donte's channel. Make sure you subscribe to Coach Donte. Keenan building here. Got you covered on all Philly sports, whether Sixers, Flyers, Phillies, and Eagles. Mal Gooley down here. He's got you covered on all of Chicago. We're all part of the Spotlight Sports Network. Make sure you go check us out. We just hit the 1,000 subscriber mark. We're on 1,030. We're on the road to 2,000, but we're on the road to 1,100. So make sure y'all check us out because we'll be live. Make sure you check out Jake as well. He'll be live tomorrow. I think Wednesday nights is his nights. But we'll be back here Thursday. We got that dumpster fire of a game. I don't know who's going to be doing that game against the no-names against the Giants. But that's everybody up here.
The no-names versus the 5 and 12s.
The 5 and 12s. We see y'all in another video. Make sure you go over to Coach Donte's channel because he's going to be on in literally 1 minute. He got a call-in show. So go check him out. We out of here.